What's up, peeps? Today's been a shit day. So, your boy needs some motivation. Not gonna lie. Man. So unmotivated right now. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. So we're gonna have lunch. Let's see if we can't share and be real today, because today is fucking sucked. So I wanted, I should probably just end this right now, because these need to be positive. But I'm not in a good mood. You know what? I am going to end it. I think I am. I don't. Man, how do y'all stay motivated when you have rough days? Forget the gig work for a minute. Like, how do you do it? Moment to moment sometimes, when the day's not going great, doesn't go as planned. What do you do? How do you stay motivated? I want to hear from y'all right now. I'm not going to talk right now. What about y'all? Hit me up. Let me know how you stay motivated when you feel that pressure. Let's talk about that today. LOL. Negative criticism shows room for improvement. False praise does not. Nomadic Gigi Con Mom says, my girls every day. I work close to home on those days. Okay. We all have those days. Got to keep your head up. I know easier. Nothing bad. It's nothing horrible, but think about something that makes you happy. Okay. Eat, sleep, start tomorrow. Okay. I like that. What up, Studio David? Realize the feeling is temporary. Got to ride that shit out. I like that, Hannibal. I hear you, man. I have trouble with motivation as well. I'm a very good self-motivator, but there are times that when you have things going on around you, that motivation can be hard. And I said, and we're gonna positive it out, right? We're gonna get it together here, right? But with these Wednesdays, right, they're gonna be very similar to any kind of Wednesday, or any kind of video you guys will see from me. Never gonna fake it. Never gonna come on here and say, hey guys, Motivation Wednesday. Let's go out there and make 1,000. We have to live in reality, right? And today's been a shit day, man. It's just been a bad day. So I've been searching since about before noon, to try to find my motivation. And I've been having to remind myself today, what keeps me motivated? Like, why do I do what I do? Why do I put the pressure on myself? Why do I do certain things, And it's been a struggle today to kind of make sure that I'm still giving myself balance, that we're giving ourselves balance, even when you're trying to have success. And that can be a tough thing. I remember what I'm doing, says Sarah. Okay, I feel that every day. Jesus is my comfort. Says seeking truth. Just think about the beautiful little girl. Oh, absolutely, Daphne. Yeah. I stay motivated by remembering. I stay motivated by remembering worse days. That's interesting, Brian. Okay. Go get ice cream, take a breather, and enjoy the good moment. Ice cream helps. How do you stay motivated? I watch Mr.BetonYou. Hey, DJ Tricks, what up? What up? Oh, you know what? We talked yesterday, and you know what? I missed your comments because I don't realize who really DJ Tricks is. Shout out to DJ Tricks. I'm having Mexican mac and cheese and pizza, comfort food. Nice. Food always helps. Watch some twerk videos, says Hannibal. That helps. Laughter helps too. Laughter's a good medicine. But yeah, we talk about motivation. That's what these Wednesdays are going to be, and they're each going to be different. I'll have people coming on here, and I'll be interviewing folks and things like that. But today's been kind of a grind, kind of a hustle. Had a lot going on. And sometimes when you don't have success in something, or you feel like there's a lot going on, not enough hours in a day, a lot of people rely on you, it can be demotivating sometimes, right? It can be demotivating. So it's just hard to figure out how to snap out of that and how to realize what you're doing is important and who you're doing it for, Yes, I'm Puerto Rican. Yes. I was about to say the same thing. I've changed my mindset that I hardly let anything bother me in peace anymore. Yeah, I don't let things bother me as much as I used to, but things still get to me sometimes. Because listen, I always you know, when you have big goals, when you have certain things you want to get done, you know, I have to remind myself to live in the moment. Anyways, motivation. So appreciate you guys sharing some of your thoughts in the comments. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday. I never know what the Wednesdays are going to look like. I think eventually I'm probably going to be just taking Wednesdays off and then being at home and doing it via the StreamYard because I think my mindset will be better. I'll be more focused for you guys. We can actually have the lives be a little more structured, but in a good way. So just know that that's coming. But today's been a shit show, man. Today has been just a weird day all over the place. Scooter Bud says, every day wake up and look in the mirror, remind yourself you're special and make your day positive. That keeps me motivated. Got you. Talk through it with some close friends. Yep. It will help validate the feelings and take your mind off the situation. Other people's struggles can help put your own into. Yeah, that's a good point. I try not to. It depends. It depends on the people. I get a hair thing when I'm feeling that way. I get a hair thing. What's that? Took an $85 single shop yesterday, hour flat shop and deliver. Nice. Take a walk. I like that, but it's raining outside today. And I think maybe because it's rainy and gloomy and that kind of is a defeating thing too. Pedro, motivational Santiago. What up, Bravo? Yeah. Well, listen, I stay motivated, but it's not always pretty. Life ain't pretty, man. It's not all rainbows and sunshines, We have feelings and emotions, and I think it's important to try to stay motivated the best that you can, even when the day's not going great, right? And on Wednesdays, this could be a place you guys could come and maybe get some of that, and we could share ideas and talk about certain things and just kind of vibe with each other and all that kind of stuff. So I got some food. It should be ready here pretty soon. Then take a break, bro. See you next time. Yeah. Think about your frustrations. If a friend had if a friend had the same situation, what would you tell that friend? Listen, Hannibal's always going to come in here and drop the wisdom bombs on us. Seasonal depression this time of the year, I'm feeling it for sure. Hey, Giovanni, it's a thing. Did you guys hear about the guy named Twitch who was a dancer? I think it was Ellen's DJ, Ellen DeGeneres, committed suicide yesterday. This isn't a mental health week on Wednesdays. It's motivation, but man, did you guys hear about that? I got gems on me. Yes, it's horrible. Yeah, Vicky. Yeah, crazy, right? Down for Wednesdays. Yes. Crazy, man. And he was somebody. So we talk about motivation that could lead to success. He was a successful guy. Beautiful wife. I think 4 kids. Beautiful family. 40 years old. Crazy, man. Motivation is a wild thing. R.I.P. Twitch. Yeah. Sad shit. He was super happy. Yeah, he would. Every time I'd see him, he was always happy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You said you're eating here, right?
Yes. Thank you. All right. Food always gets me out. Food is a good motivator for me as well. So let's see what we got. We got a chicken shawarma and a big ass box of French fries with extra seasoning. Let's get the vibes back. Let's help motivate. For all my people on the East Coast, it's 5:15, so you might be out, getting ready to go out. West Coast people, it's 3 o'clock, 3:15. Maybe lunch is over, you're on a break. All my Midwest people, right, Central Time, it's 4 o'clock, so maybe you're just now hitting out, maybe you're not. But, man, I don't know. Today is just, it's been a day, I'll say that. Do you guys hear the music? So R.I.P. Twitch, man. Adam, it's been a while. You must have missed a lot of videos. I've been eating meat since since May, my mother's birthday, and I went back. So it is what it is. Motivation, motivation. How do you get it? Let's try these fries. Cooking some dinner, nice. So you guys tell me, let's make this about y'all. How you stay motivated? What are you guys doing today? You guys hitting your goals? How's your week? What are your goals for 2023? Are these apps are changing? They're doing crazy things. How do you stay motivated when all these apps play games? I'm gonna read what you guys gotta say. Okay, yeah, I gotta get back to the cooking. A picture of my kids keeps me pushing. Love that. You woke up this morning, that in itself is motivation. I like that. Every day is a gift. It's not promised. Anything can happen. Food truck and my own delivery service. Got it. I feel like maybe you mentioned that before to us, right, Dean? So that's your goal for 2023? Motivation mukbang. You woke up this morning. That is true. Nothing is promised. 2023 for me, like I said last week, and like I say in the videos, it's going to be a big year. Big plans. Highly motivated. But I feel like with that comes some pressure. It comes, when you have big goals, you want to make sure you're doing things at a certain pace. You're hitting your goals. You're feeling good about it. But you're not losing yourself, right? So fear can be a motivator. We talk about that on this channel. It can, because you don't want to fail. So you keep grinding. Money need to help them provide, okay? Awesome exit plan, okay, yeah. What up, Laura? What's motivating me is starting a car. Got to get paid my mistake I made in gig for a month ago. My motivation is to try to pay off my truck. Nice. Yep, anything can, and we'll just kind of look at the bright side of some things, yeah. The bright side is always, everything's relative. A lot of us have first world problems, so when you feel like it's bad, it really isn't. Dash your binge. I guess it's motivating to remember I'm my own boss. Make my own decisions, and that's my success is dependent on my own efforts. It's very good. Are we our own boss? Let's talk about that. Do you think we are? In my market today, DoorDash rolled out. I'm not doing DoorDash, but I did turn it on. Rolling out the earn by time, $12 an hour. Before you know it, guys, we're going to be employees with no benefits. I think it's coming. But mostly, I feel like I'm my own boss. I can turn the app off, turn it on, mostly make what I want. But we'll see. I think for me, my goals and how I'm staying motivated is I want to do less gig work. I don't mind it. It's not the worst thing. But my goal for 2023 is to do even less. That's a fact. I'm motivated by, at one point, saying I could make, even just 90% of my income and not do food delivery. Yeah, we got 12. David, it's been different. I've seen 14. I've seen 12 here. I've seen 10. I've seen 15. I've seen 9. So it's going to depend on your market. The demographics, your medium household income, all that stuff. No different than if you had a salary job somewhere and a restaurant was going to pay you a salary. They're going to, you're going to get paid different in Kentucky than you are in New York City, right? Because it is what it is. The goal to grow my YouTube channel motivates me. Laura, do shorts. Do YouTube shorts, do long content or whatever content you want, and you got to be consistent. Earn my time is trash. You think the slowdown bad now? Wait till the summer. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be harder to stay motivated. And that's another reason I wanted to do these Wednesdays every week so we can kind of keep a pulse on like each other, what's going on, help motivate each other, hold each other accountable. I tell you guys, I share with you what I want to be doing in 2023 and the goals I have and the things I'm going to be doing, the collaborations and all this stuff. So this is a place we come every Wednesday and we can even talk about that and we could hold each other accountable. I hold myself accountable. There's power in numbers. There's strength in numbers. There's strength in being vulnerable, sharing things, talking stuff out, getting advice from smart people like Hannibal or Gary or David or GigiCon Mom or Cliff or anybody that's in the chat that can say, hey, well, you know what? I did this. I do that. This is what helps me. I remember how I felt. That, that's why we do this, right? It's going to be a very unique live every Wednesday. I've been doing these videos since March of 2021. So it's been basically almost 2 years. Oh, hit the thumbs up for your boy, if you don't mind. Chicken shawarma, Mediterranean fries. That's what's up, Cliff. Dean says more motivated during summer because it gets cold. Yeah. Are you gonna make any more ride-along videos, Albert? Yeah, I'll still do some. But I'm not going to do a ride-along just to do a ride-along. I got a lot of those. I probably got more than anybody. So I'll still drop some, but it's not gonna be like it was last year, where it was like every day. The food is good. This is a good, we talk about self-motivation. I almost didn't want to go live. I wasn't in the mood. But I thought, you know what? A thing that motivates me is you are your behaviors, right? So if you're somebody that gives up easily, quits, runs and hides, if you're somebody that goes in a corner and if you do that too often and you don't lift yourself up and say, you know what, hold up. It's not that bad. I still have commitments. I still got to do this. I still got to wake up. I still got to grind. I still got to take care of my kids. I still got to do this. I got to make this video. That could get you got to hold yourself accountable, right? So for me, it's that's part of the motivation. It's one thing to have a bad day. It's about what you do with your bad day. It's about how you react. I could have went home, canceled the live. Could have taken my ball and went home. We don't take our ball and go home on this channel or in my life. I pick the ball up, I look at my opponent dead in the eye and say, I ain't done, bro, let's go. You might be up 20 at half. I'll win the second half and I'll win the game. Chicken shawarma. Local place in St. Louis. I have not. I've reached out to DoorDash, but not for an interview. What up, Flex? I know how Flex stays motivated. He's got 20 cars he got to pay for. Flex, chicken shawarma, Mediterranean seasoned fries. Pretty good. But let's ask Flex a serious question. Flex, this is for you. Answer in the chat, my friend. How do you work 7 days a week, go live every day, every night? What motivates you to do that? I don't think I've never heard you say that. What motivates you? So Flex was napping, okay. Hannibal says drugs. Hannibal might not be wrong. No tip, no trip will increase your income. Fact. I'm waiting to hear what keeps Flex motivated to go live twice a day and work 7 days a week. Do the impossible and you will never doubt yourself again. I don't smoke, Cliff. I'll leave that to my guys, Flex and Hannibal. Okay, here we go. It just became a routine, working every day and going live. Take only a few minutes. Yeah. So Flex, talk about routine here, right? You are your actions. You are your movements, right? So he is somebody that has built a routine. So for him, it's nothing because he built that. It's part of his everyday routine. That's his hustle, right? That's his grind. It's part of what he does. It's part of who he is, right? So who are you? Are you? I'm not saying Flex. So everybody watching, are you lazy? Do you work hard? Do you work too hard? Do you have good work-life balance? What's keeping you motivated? Are you motivated by money? Are you motivated by time? Are you motivated by health? You are your actions, though. And most successful people, and however you measure success, will tell you, you got to have good habits. And you are what you do on a daily, regular basis, right? If you're somebody that sits in your underwear and watches TV all day and eats pizza, nothing wrong with that. But if that's what you normally do, that's what you get. That's what you get. If you're somebody that's a workaholic, you work every day, you chasing those dollars, that's who you are. Those are your actions. Actions speak louder than words, right? So we can all tell ourselves, earlier somebody said, I look in the mirror and I do this. We can look in the mirror and tell ourselves any good thing we want. I could sit here right now and speak a good game and tell you everything you want to hear, and I could say, it's going to be great, it's going to be great. If you don't have action behind what you're saying, if you don't have action behind what you're motivated about, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. And that's a fact. Expectations versus reality versus bills is my struggle. No, I don't do roadie. Nomadic mom. Sometimes what motivates me is proving people wrong. That is true. I think a lot of people have that. I have a little bit of that in me. We talked about that last week. Something wrong with that. I think as long as that doesn't become your ultimate motivation, right, then it's okay, in my opinion. But if you're constantly motivated and grinding to prove people wrong, you're never going to prove anything to yourself because you're proving something to somebody else. You're never going to prove it to yourself because you're always proving it to somebody else. So Flex stays motivated because, well, it's his routine. He's built that into his life. Oh, really, Flex? It is what it is, man. I have a couple people hitting on my channel. Some people don't agree with that, but I don't like drama. And I don't like, so there's a few people I just have blocked. But for good reasons. But who knows, Flex? Sherry, what's going on? I really needed someone to talk to and not one person. Said I can talk or listen. That's hurtful, as I thought I had colleagues here. Sherry, what are you talking about? Oh, thank you, Unks. Uncle Han in the house. Y'all don't know. I think Uncle Han's going live tonight with Dash Ash, right? Drop a link to that, Hannibal. Somebody drop a link. What sucks, Sherry? We're all here. We're all talking. We're vibing. Correct. Dash with Ash and Canada. Yes. I think that's 8 o'clock tonight, your time? I like sleeping indoors and having my own bathroom. So that is always great. Gary, you're not wrong. I watched a movie last night, guys. It's called Captain Fantastic with Viggo Mortensen. From 2006 or 2017, he had 5 or 6 kids, and they lived in like the mountains or in the woods of Washington. Interesting movie. Check it out. But his kids were like next level, but they lived off the grid. See, Sherry, you got people here for you right now. You got a question or something you want to talk to us about? Put it in the live chat. There you go. Cliff Dog got you right there. Go ahead and text my man Cliff. He's good people. Cliff out there giving his real phone number out. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. James, I'm at a place they're doing a smoothie or something. I don't know. It's just part of my journey today. It's not been a great day. This isn't where I was supposed to be at this moment, but life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You make the best of it, like Cannibal's saying, right? Being motivated and having a support system behind you is so important. The support system is extremely important. It's hard to be motivated if you're by yourself a lot and you gotta have something or someone that you're looking towards, At least for me. Jeff says, mac and cheese was good. I'm glad. What keeps me going 7 days a week is knowing there's a bill always coming. There's always a bill. Well, let me ask you this. A lot of us, okay, and you could share if you want in the chat. Thumbs up if this is you, thumbs down if it's not. A lot of us live day to day, week to week, grind to grind. How long are we going to continue to do these apps and live that way? Or are we working on other things to where we don't have to always go out and feel the need to work the apps and grind and work 7 days a week, right? But I think most DoorDash drivers, most gig people, are living day to day. Where's the end? At what point is enough, right? It's a struggle. And for most of us, that's the reality, though. It sucks. It's tough. Inflation, impending recession, it's hard to stay motivated when all this stuff around you. My kids and their happiness keeps me going. Yeah. What up, Bobby? Pedro, I always worked the casino life for a long time. I love the freedom of making my own schedule now and being able to enjoy life and experiencing travels. True. W2 is living day to day as well, unless you're talking about building your own business. Well, Flex, it depends. People have W2s and people have businesses and what. It doesn't matter what you do. It's the amount of money that you have coming in and money going out. That's the definition of if you're living day to day. So you could have a W-2 job and, if you're financially sound, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. But do you guys think most gig workers are living day to day? And do you think most of us aren't ready for a possible deactivation, ready for a bad time. What do you think? Working 9 to 5, doing food deliveries, going to school at 30 years old, work hard now or work hard later. Work hard now or work hard later. I like that. What up, John? What's up, man? Most people that drive do not make over 100K a year. That's a W. Most people that drive do not make it. True. No, for sure. And most people that do this work do it part-time. So their motivation is probably to either get out of debt or just continue to pay the bills because they have another job or another way to make money. But most people do this part-time. Very short term. Flex ain't making 100,000 with DoorDash. Maybe with everything, because Flex, you got W-2, right? Don't you do deliveries, payroll? $10.99, got it. Flex, you make 100 grand with DoorDash? No way. I guess I wouldn't be surprised. You do work every day. I didn't think so. Yeah. That'd be crazy. I think it's extremely, I would say this. Somebody do the math. To make $100,000 just with delivery, even if you got all the apps, isn't that like $420 a day? I don't know anybody that's making that kind of money. Right, 65,000 is fantastic money, but 100 grand, there's no way. Right, 2,000 a week, right. I mean, we see people have $2,000 weeks, and that it motivates us because we're like, oh man, that's good, I want that. But to do that for 53 weeks out of the year, 100K is $274 per day if you work 7 days. Okay, maybe, so my 400, because I have that number in my brain, is because I don't work 7 days a week, so that makes sense. But Gary, let me ask you this. Do you think there's a gig worker out there making 100K a year? And before you answer, I think if there is, it's in rideshare. Maybe somebody in Cali. Right, 500 a week is normal. I'm the fastest dasher alive, and I ain't making that kind of money. That's 100K in this type of work that we do, guys, is nearly impossible. However, it is possible if you do this kind of work and you fold in other ways to make money. That is definitely a possibility. I've seen a few users do 100K a year on Maximo. Typically, bigger markets like NYC, LA, etc., they do work a lot though. Okay, yeah, so you've seen a few, yeah. But it has to be a big market, and they're probably working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But not bad. Think about, let's say those men and women are doing that for 2 years. Think about how much money you could stack up. You make $200,000 if your bills aren't that much. You can have 100K in the bank after 2 years. Southern Kid says, I make 60,000 working 35 to 40 a week. Nice. And you're in Louisiana, so 60 grand there is good, man. It's real good. But the cost of living, the cost of living is going to be key in a lot of those metrics. But we talk about six figures, 100 grand. A lot of people a lot of us throw around like $200 a day is my goal, or I want to make $1,000 a week, or whatever it is. But $100,000 is not what it used to be, number one. But number two, to do it with only this kind of work, almost nearly impossible. But it can be done. You could be somebody like Flex or Bobby making 60K. You could be making 40K doing this. Maybe you're making 20K a year part-time and you got a W-2 that makes you 80. So to make $100,000 a year right now isn't as far-fetched as people think, but you have to be willing to look outside the box. You got to try some things. You got to make money on social media, affiliate links, a side hustle, writing for blogs. Like there's designing something. There's a million and one different ways, that you could do it. Gary, very true. 100K a year is 180 a day. It's very easy. Hold up, I'm hearing 180, I'm hearing 200 something. Do I need to get the calculator out? Somebody's telling me wrong. A benefit of being a 1099 worker is you can deduct your taxes, and a W-2 you can't. There's benefits, there's tax benefits on both sides, but as a 1099 there is a lot of good benefits, but there's benefits of a W-2 as well, guys. 401k, maybe profit sharing, actual benefits like health and dental that are good, PTO. Right now, if I take a week off, I'm taking a week off in January, I'm not making any money. DoorDash ain't paying me, Uber ain't paying me, Instacart's not paying me to take a week off. If you have a W-2, you're probably gonna get paid. PTO, you come back from that vacation, you got a check still. When I come back from the cruise, I got no money coming in my account that Tuesday. Not from the gig apps, I don't. 274 times 365 every day. Yep. I have no interest in food delivery 7 days a week. Time is my most important asset. Facts, Hannibal. Me too. I left my W-2 not to work tons of hours a week. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with that 100%. You know that. We talk. Time is my most valuable asset. I like the fact that I can, and this is what motivates me, is I want to have more time. Right now, I'm still working too much, actively. I want to be able to do more things like this. I want to be able to make money doing other things, right? Instead of dropping off a McDonald's order. I've done that 10,000 times. I can't scale that business anymore for myself. While I think it's still really good and I'll still have it in my back pocket, I'm trying to figure out ways. I want to spend more time with my family. I want to travel more. I want to put together certain conferences and do things and travel and speak, and I can't do that if most of my income's coming from DoorDash. That's just my goal, though. You guys have different goals, right? We talk about that stuff here. What up, St. Louis in the house? Shout out. What up, Levi? Levi. Well, Levi, come to Hannibal. Come to the podcast with Hannibal and I tonight. I got some words for you, my friend. At Pedro and Hannibal. The title of the upcoming live is, I haven't seen the title yet. Hannibal does all that stuff. He's great with that. Working a lot is good short term, but I'm like Pedro, I want more time. Yes, Gary, and that's what I love about these apps, number one. The best thing I think that DoorDash has, and that any of these apps has, is the ability and opportunity it gives us to work pretty much as you want, right? And make a lot of money. So, for example, if my rent's due tomorrow, and I need $500 in St. Louis, I could start my day in the morning. If I needed to work all day to make my 500, let's just say that I'm gonna make $500. With your W-2, you might not be able to walk in and clock in and say, hey, I need to make extra money today. Plus, you get it right away. So, short-term goals that are achievable, reachable, and attainable in the gig economy is the best thing about it. Forget being your own boss. Forget this. Forget that. I like the fact that you can make a good amount of money in a short amount of time. Look at Mr. Flex, for example. The dude has 5 or 6 cars. He pays cash money for them. The reason he's able to do that is because he hustles every single day. And that was his goal. He wants to have his Subarus. It's fun to him. He likes it. He achieves those goals. For other people, that might be, hey, I want to go to Italy next year. I need $8,000 for that trip. I want to go for a week. Me and my husband, me and my girlfriend, me and my kids, whatever, right? You could do that with DoorDash. You could make $8,000 with DoorDash pretty quickly, even doing it part-time, as long as you give yourself a little bit of leeway. So that's the number one thing I think is positive about the apps. Levi, yes sir, I can't wait. We're gonna have a good time on that. I do like how Uber Lyft Phoenix does it. Let me read this. Working hard for a few months, and yes, Uber Lyft Phoenix, go check them out. He takes the whole month off, or the whole summer, and he goes. He's got friends and family out in, I believe, maybe Oregon. Pretty sure it's Oregon. And he camps and fishes and has fun for an entire summer every year, and he's done it for 3 or 4 years. Now he's grinding 9 months. He's grinding, working every day. But think about that: 3 months off. That's amazing, and that's a goal. So he uses, DoorDash in the interim and gives himself every summer off. It's all person specific. Some people may not want to do something else. It's possible in the right situation. My goal is to eventually transition, but not everybody can. Yes, Southern Gig, you're right about that. I will say this. I'll be Paul Revere for a minute, okay? 99% of you guys watching right now will not be able to do this work for the foreseeable future, forever, for whatever. You will not. I'm going to repeat that. Some people might not like it. 99% of you guys will not be able to make the same kind of money you're making, have the same flexibilities, probably even 5 years from now. So 5 years will go by very quickly. Be ready to adapt. I hope you're working towards something, whatever that is for you on your time frame. But this type of work will not be the same 5 years from now. It won't be the same 2 years from now, I don't think. Okay? So we have to be ready for that. You have to prepare yourself. Okay? You're not getting a severance package from DoorDash when things don't go great, or you decide to stop working. You don't have, most of us aren't putting money aside because it's a struggle doing these apps. That's a fact, guys. Living day to day, but growing my eBay business, nice. Listen, finding ways to make money online, it's not for everybody. Not everybody will be successful at it because most people won't start. Most people won't put the time and effort. But there's so many different ways to make money online passively. Look into it. Yes, nomadic. So let me ask you guys a question. Since Hannibal brought it up, nomadic says, hey, that's gold. Would you work 7 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a day, 9 months out of the year, if at the end of the rainbow, when June comes, you have some money stashed away and you can take 3 months off and do whatever you wanted for 3 months? Would you guys do that? Let me see what you guys say about that. Rachel says no. Yes, I would. Hell yes, I would. Okay, Bobby, what's stopping you? Why aren't you doing it? Money, yeah. Can't anybody do what he does? Think about that. Can't any of us work? Well, he doesn't have kids, so if you have kids, it's different, you're scheduling. But can't all of us work 7 days a week? Can't we do that and then take 3 months off? What's stopping you? Because I'm lazy. Okay, well, there you go. Bobby's lazy. And listen, success, whether it's monetary, whether you measure success on the amount of freedom in family time you have, or the amount of nice things that you have, a new car, a new home, it's all a matter of perspective. That's going to be relative to everybody's different life, right? I can't just sit around my house. Listen, Gary, I could not just straight take 3 months of vacation. I'd have to be doing something, But for me, if I'm off, about 7 days is about where I get a little antsy, and I have to be doing something to keep my body and my mind sharp. I will say this, it's funny, I read a little short story a couple months back, and many of you guys might have read something similar or maybe the same one. It talked about highly successful business people, like millionaires, billionaires, right? They worked really hard, they grinded for 20 years at their business, 30 years, whatever. Or just your average everyday person like you and I, right? Making whatever, and then we go to retirement age. And when you retire, right? Where do people go when they retire? A lot of people, they go to Florida. And the retirement picture is always somebody on the beach sipping a Mai Tai or pina colada and eating fish tacos and swimming. They got their women with them and maybe their grandkids running around. So when we're all having these goals to retire on the beach and live whatever, right? What about the people that are living on a beach that some would consider beach bums? Or people that are they don't have a lot, but they live on a beach. They eat fresh fish every day. They can afford a 12-pack of beer to drink and put their toes in the sand, right? But they're doing it and they're 20, 30, 40 years old. So do those people, are they on the right motivation track? Do we work too hard? Do we put too much of an emphasis on money and attainable things? Think about that for a second. There are plenty of people in other parts of the world, more so other parts versus here, that live on the beach and have freedom and flexibility all the time. They're not bums. They make, they might go fish and sell the fish to a local restaurant one day, and that's all they need is money to eat, and they have an RV or something like that. But they're on the beach, they're drinking Mai Tais. Who's living a better life? The person that busted their ass for 40 years to retire, or the person that's living a really comfortable life doing what they love and they're still on the beach, but they're on the beach 40 years earlier than me? Am I doing it wrong? If I was homeless, I live in Florida. Well, I already do. So one step ahead. I don't stress about 5 years down the road. 2 or 3, yes, but I can predict that. But I can't predict that far out. Yeah, but I don't think we shouldn't be stressing about things that maybe we can't control, but we have to be ready for them. We got to be ready, guys. Life's too short, So I do agree with that, though. Like, we can't always just worry about a couple years. You got to live in the moment. But think about that. You got 2 guys. One that's a millionaire and he retires on the beach, and one that's not a millionaire and he's on the beach already. Think about that. Just think about it for a second. I'm at the point in my life where materialistic stuff ain't happiness. Time with my daughter and traveling is happiness. Yes. I'm with you on that, Levi. You got a little one. I have a 17-month-old. She turned 17 months. She turned 17 months, I think, in 2 or 3 days. But it's weird because I'm in this point in my life now where time is my number one thing that I cherish. But I also realize, as being a father, for me, being a parent, if you're a mom, you have to put your kids in a position that they can have certain comforts, and you could set them up as well, right? Because time is one thing, and time is precious, but if I spend all my time, if I spend as much time as I want to with my kid, I might not be able to make the ends meet. I might not be able to plan for her future, for my future, for Madison's future. I wouldn't be able to do those things, right? So it's always, once again, having the motivation to find this balance of, I got to make money, I got to plan for my future, plan for my kids' future, monetarily and support-wise, being physically there but monetarily there, but then also being present in the current day. It's the toughest thing anybody will ever do, in my opinion. It's the hardest thing. Because you have hyper-successful men and women, and they don't spend a lot of time with their family. But the kids are good, and they got a mansion, they're going to Ivy League schools or private schools, they got the newest cars, the newest clothes. The kids might on the outside be happy, but they don't have a good relationship with the mom and dad. Then you have moms and dads that are maybe lazy as fuck, sitting at home all day, spend all their time with their kids, and they show their kids what it looks like to be lazy. And their kids then do the same thing. And they struggle in life, and they have to work 7 days a week. And they're working to live. So once again, one isn't right, one isn't wrong, but it's about that balance. And what keeps us motivated to find that balance. And it won't always be 50-50, and it shouldn't be. But you have to find it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to find the balance, right? It's so key, in my opinion. I consider myself a success already, knowing Jessica hasn't smothered me in my sleep with a pillow. Hey, that's a good way of looking at life. If you're a married man, and I was married for a few years, listen. If you wake up every morning, Bobby, you're already winning, because you survived that day. Marriage ain't easy, right? It's so key, man. It's so key. So just think about that today. Motivation hour. We're talking about things, sharing things, talking about life, asking questions, helping each other out. But I almost feel like if too much of a good thing is bad, and not enough of a good thing is bad. Okay, so you got to go out there and do things and prepare yourself and be ready for the future and take care of your kids, whatever that means for you and your family. It will be different for everybody. But in America here, mostly it means, making sure the kid has what they need, but then maybe they got a college fund for them, or if it's not a college fund, a fund for them to start a business or start something off for them when they get out of high school or college. Maybe it's fun for them to travel after high school, travel for a year, and you can throw them 10 grand. You know, like it's going to be different for everybody, but we have to have the balance. It's hard to do, but we gotta do that. And this type of work does give us that opportunity to do that. And any of you guys that are out there, if all of your income is still with just the gig apps, I want to continue to challenge and push you to think about just one other thing in 2023 that you could make money doing. Even if it's $200 a month. Okay, $200 a month might be your phone bill, your car insurance. It could be your electrical bill. That is going to be a game changer for a lot of you guys if you just look in your market and see, what is it that I could do to make an extra $200 a month? Maybe it's $1,000 a month, which is $12,000 a year. Find out what it is. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. Because even if you don't want that to be extra income, that might mean you only need to work 4 days out of the week, and then the extra day you spend with your wife, Jessica. You spend with your boyfriend, your husband, your kids, your grandmother, right? You go fishing that extra day. Find that balance, but you're going to find the balance a lot easier if you figure out another way to make a little bit of money. Dashing with Dodo. I am out working, but wanted to say hello to all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hit me up so we can talk about what we need to talk about. Balance is key. And I know Dashing with Dodo, if you guys don't know her, go check her out. Made a really good couple videos the last couple days. But she's a mom. She has a daughter, right? That's a big motivation for her. Make sure her daughter's good, right? So anybody that's new that's coming in here, what are you guys motivated by? St. Louis. I've been exclusively working gig apps since 2015. Nomadic gig econ mom is a rarity. I love the hustle. So you've been doing this for basically 7 years. That's awesome. Top-notch motivation. What up, Dash? Probably way down sound. What are the name of the restaurant you are in? I'm at a place called The Vine on South Grand. It's already gotten super dark. It's super wet. I still haven't recorded my video for tonight. I'm going to be doing that when I get in the car, I think. Not on Broadway. No, I was there earlier today. I'm on The Vine. Let me show you guys. I'll show you guys. So this is a spot. It's a Mediterranean joint. So, yeah. So, hey, listen. Okay, randomly, but keeping a happy marriage, this relationship definitely one of the toughest. Oh yeah, man, because we're flawed human beings. Having a good, successful relationship is tough because people do change over time. Like, it's hard, man. It's hard. Anybody that's married or been in any kind of serious relationship can attest to that. My 2 kids motivate me every day to be my best. Love it. What up, Willie? Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Did they used to be in the loop? Michelle, I'm not 100% sure. There's a similar place in the loop, but I don't know. It's a good question. Almost 8 years, nice. So, what keeps you motivated? What's your motivation? What's 2023 gonna look like for you? Platamondo, what up, what up, what up? Sounds like our motivation ideas have kind of changed in your funk that you were in for today. My motivation, what do you mean? My motivation's the same. Salt and Smoke, Del Mar Loop, that's my spot. Ooh, we have a Salt and Smoke by my house on Hampton, actually, Dash and Trader. But the one in the Loop's good. They got one, and there was one in Central West End that burnt down, and there's a new one right next to, it's basically attached to Busch Stadium in the ballpark village. So Salt and Smoke's good. A little chainy. I like local joints, but it's good. It is locally owned, at least by St. Louis people. But all right, listen, you guys are fantastic. Go out there and make your money, but just realize, continue to try to have a good balance. Keep at the forefront what your motivation is when you have a rough day like I had today. And remember, you are your actions. Actions, as cliche as it sounds, actions speak louder than words. I could come on here and tell you things, but you gotta have action behind whatever you're motivated to do. And that goes for your kids as well. You might tell your kids one thing, but if you don't have action behind it, you're gonna lose credibility as a dad or a mom, right? Actions, actions, actions. Have a motivation, have an idea, Have a motivation and inspiration, show action behind it, and then adapt when you need to. You guys are amazing. Catch the video tonight. I'll give you a little sneak peek. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out. We're going to be talking about DoorDash allowing customers to tip after delivery, an additional tip, similar to how they do it on Uber Eats. Plus, earn by time hit my market today with DoorDash. It's $12. We're going to talk about those two things tonight, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. I appreciate you guys.